So I had to cut that last video short, but right now it's a good starting point because we're going to start testing the hardness of our mineral A and our mineral B. So first things first, we're going to look at Mohs hardness scale. The first thing we have that we're going to test with is our fingernails. So our fingernail is a number 2 on Mohs hardness scale. So I'm going to start with mineral A, and if I can scratch it with my fingernail, we'll know that we have a hardness of 2. So you see I'm scratching, I think my fingernail's scratching more than the mineral is. So that didn't work. Well, now we need to look at Mohs hardness scale and go down to the next one. So next on our list is a piece of copper. Okay, I have right here a copper penny, which is indeed a piece of copper. So I'm going to have my mineral here in front of me. I'm going to hold it firmly, and then I'm going to scratch it with the copper penny and see if it leaves a mark. Oh, and it sure did. Let me see if I can get this close enough where y'all can see that. Y'all see that mark right there? Right there. That is a scratch. And it even made a powder out of the mineral. So, okay, our copper penny scratched our mineral right there. So to figure out what the hardness is, we look at a piece of copper. We're going to come across, and that's a number 3. So we know the hardness of our mineral A is a 3. So I'm going to write that right there. I guess I could use the same pen as I did earlier, huh? So there we go. All right, y'all ready for mineral B? Let's test mineral B, and we're going to go down the same way as last time, and I'm going to bring this over here so we can see it a little bit better. There's our Mohs hardness scale. Okay, first thing we're going to try with is our fingernail, and I'll see if I can scratch this, and I cannot. I can feel already my fingernail's the one that's getting scratched there. So what do we go to next? We go down 1 and the piece of copper. So here's our copper penny, and we're going to try to scratch this one with the copper penny, and we'll see what happens. And that, well, I have penny come off, and it's on that mineral right now. I can see that it looks like there's some copper on there. That's pretty funny. Can you guys see that? So if the mineral scratched the penny, and it did, oh, can you see how that shiny line is on there now? I can see it pretty clearly over there. Okay, so our mineral scratched the penny, so that means the mineral's harder than the penny. So we're going to have to go down 1 more. And here we have an iron nail, and we'll try to scratch our mineral with an iron nail next. You kind of see how we go. We start from the top and we go down, and we're just checking them as we go. So here is our iron nail. Oh, and that's scratching it. Sure is. Y'all see it? I tried to do it a little bit good so y'all could see. See that line right there? That is from the iron nail. So the iron nail did indeed scratch our mineral. So we look at the iron nail and go over. That is a number 4. So that's what we're going to write on our lab. So now we get to decide what minerals we have right here by looking on our chart. So we are looking for mineral A first. I'm going to figure out what mineral A is. You're going to figure out what mineral B is. Okay, so mineral A has a hardness of 3. Its color is white. It's non-metallic and glassy, and its streak is white. So now we need to come down and figure out what this might be. So number 3 for hardness. Well, this one has a number 3. So I'll put a check mark right there. There's a 4 and a 5, a 2 and a 1. Well, I don't see any other 3. So it's looking like it might be calcite. But we can't stop now because we can't only rely on one test, right? So let's look at the color. So we'll go ahead and we're white. So let's come over here. Oh, usually white are colorless. So that fits too. Well, let's see this one. Pink, purple, blue, colorless, reddish. That's not it. That one says brown, yellowish brown, brassy yellow, greenish yellow, clear. There's a white one. Yellow. Oh, there's another white one. Okay, so there's 3 possibilities for a white mineral here. Okay. but only one with a hardness of 3. So it's looking more and more like it might be calcite, right? So luster-wise, we said non-metallic and glassy. So here's a non-metallic and glassy. Here's the same thing, non-metallic and glassy. We'll go down, that's earthy. That one's metallic, metallic, non-metallic, glassy, non-metallic resinous. That's not quite it. Non-metallic resinous, pearly. Let me get my light to come back on. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this one, and this one have the same luster as mineral A. Okay, and I think it's looking more and more like calcite because all 3 are lining up. This one only has the luster. This one has the luster and the color. I don't know. Let's look at the last thing. So streak for mineral A is white. There's a white streak. There's a white streak. There's a white streak. Here's a white streak. Okay, so we got 4 options for the streak. I think looking at this information with the test results that we have, we can very confidently say that mineral A is calcite because it matches the same hardness, the same color, the same luster, and the same streak color. We have one other one right here that's really, really close with these 3 that match up, but the hardness is way different. This hardness is a 7. That's way harder than the 3 that we have. So I hope that you think that's as cool as I do, and you see why you have to test all of these different things in order to get the right kind of mineral. You know, in order to name a mystery mineral, you got to make sure you run these tests on it in order to not be confused. You know what I mean? Like if we'd only done these 3 tests right here and not done hardness, well, we'd have 2 options that it could be, but it's very clearly because of the hardness, calcite. Okay, you guys are going to figure out what mineral B is on your own. Okay, and in the questions below, you're going to tell me what it is. Y'all are amazing. I hope you have a wonderful spring break, and we will see you when we come back.